There are many ways to catch eels, depending on the habitat and habits of this species. A popular method is to use a bamboo tube, usually made from bamboo or plastic tubes with small holes. People put aromatic bait such as worms, small fish or chopped snails in the tube, then drop it into the mud or a place with stagnant water. Eels crawl into the tube to eat the bait but have difficulty escaping. In addition, some people also use hand fishing with worms or earthworms as bait, or dig holes to catch eels directly by hand. Regardless of the method used, catching eels requires patience, dexterity and understanding of the living habits of this species. In addition to the method of placing traps and hand fishing, people in some areas also use nets or electric traps to catch eels. When using nets, they choose small mesh nets, placed in places where eels often move such as canals, rice field banks or canals. As for electric traps, some people use a light electric generator to stimulate eels to come out of their burrows. But this method can affect the environment and other living creatures. In addition, there is a traditional method that many people still apply, which is to use lime powder or leaves with natural stimulants such as fish poison leaves. When sprinkled on fields or canals, eels will be stimulated and rise to the surface of the water, making it easier to catch them. However, to ensure long-term benefits, people need to catch eels reasonably, avoiding overexploitation that reduces the number of species in the wild. In recent years, in addition to catching natural eels, many people have switched to eel farming to ensure a stable supply and protect the ecosystem. Eel farming not only helps reduce exploitation pressure but also brings high economic value. Eels are raised in cement tanks, tarpaulin-lined tanks or earthen ponds, with the main food source being trash fish, worms, or industrial food. This method helps control the quality of eels, limit risks from the natural environment and meet the growing market demand. Whether fishing or farming, protecting the living environment of eels is very important. People need to limit the use of toxic chemicals, not overexploit and apply sustainable methods to preserve aquatic resources for future generations. Thanks to reasonable measures, eel fishing and farming are increasingly developing, contributing to improving the lives of many households in rural areas. In addition to economic benefits, eel fishing and farming also face many challenges. In nature, overexploitation, along with environmental changes such as water pollution, saltwater intrusion and climate change, have significantly reduced the number of eels. This requires people to have reasonable fishing methods to avoid depleting natural resources. For the eel farming model, farmers need to invest in techniques and master the care process to ensure good eel development and avoid disease. Some common diseases in farmed eels such as fungi, parasites, or environmental shock can cause great damage if not controlled promptly. Therefore, applying advanced farming techniques, using clean food sources and ensuring pond hygiene are very important. In general, whether caught or farmed, eels are still a valuable food source and are popular in the market, if we know how to exploit them properly and develop a sustainable farming model. This profession will not only bring stable income but also contribute to protecting natural resources, helping to balance the ecosystem and develop the local economy. In addition to applying reasonable fishing and farming methods, people also need to pay attention to the consumption and processing of eels to increase economic value. Currently, eels are not only consumed fresh but also processed into many products such as dried eels, smoked eels, or used as ingredients for specialty dishes. These products help prolong the shelf life, facilitate transportation and expand the consumption market, including export. In addition, for the sustainable development of eel fishing and farming, support from specialized agencies is needed in providing quality eel breeds, providing guidance on effective farming techniques and controlling diseases. Organizing cooperatives or linking with businesses also helps farmers have stable output, avoiding the situation of good harvest and low prices. In general, eel fishing and farming are not only an important source of income for many households but also contribute to diversifying the aquaculture industry. If well managed and applying scientific and technical measures, this will be a potential industry, helping to improve people's lives and develop the local economy in a sustainable way in addition to improving eel farming and processing techniques. The protection of natural eel resources also needs to be focused on. Currently, due to indiscriminate exploitation and increasingly narrowed habitats, the number of eels in the wild is decreasing significantly. Therefore, local authorities and people need to coordinate to implement protection measures such as limiting the capture of young eels, building natural conservation areas and raising awareness about sustainable exploitation. In addition, research and development of artificially raised eel breeds are also being promoted. Previously, most of the farmed eels were caught from the wild, leading to the risk of depleting the breed. Currently, many research centers have succeeded in artificially breeding eels, helping farmers have a stable source of breeds, reducing dependence on nature and increasing farming productivity. In the long term, for eel fishing and farming to develop sustainably, there needs to be a link between farmers, businesses and management agencies to form a closed production chain, from providing breeds, feed, farming techniques to processing and consuming products. With comprehensive support, eel farming not only helps increase people's income but also contributes to the overall development of Vietnam's seafood industry. In addition to developing a sustainable eel farming model, expanding the consumption market also plays an important role in increasing the economic value of this industry. Currently, eels are not only consumed domestically but also have the potential to be exported to foreign markets such as Japan, Korea and China, where eel is the main ingredient for many high-end dishes. To take advantage of this opportunity, farmers need to comply with food safety standards, use clean feed and ensure the farming environment is not polluted. In addition, the application of technology in eel farming is also becoming more and more popular. Many farmers have used the recirculating water system, RAS, to help reduce environmental pollution. Save water and control diseases well. Biotechnology applications are also applied to develop nutritious feed, helping eels grow quickly and healthily. For eel farming to continue to develop, it is necessary to have support from the state's incentive policies such as providing preferential loans, technical training and facilitating market connections. If properly invested and with a clear strategy, eel fishing and farming will not only help people improve their lives but also contribute to promoting Vietnam's agricultural economy in a modern, sustainable and effective direction. In addition to technical and market factors, building a brand for Vietnamese eel is also an important direction to increase product value. Currently, eel is still mainly consumed in the form of raw materials. There are not many pre-processed products or reputable brands to compete with other countries. Therefore, investing in deep processing, developing products such as canned eel, frozen eel or pre-processed dishes from eel will help increase product value. extend storage time and expand export markets. In addition, culinary tourism is also an opportunity to promote specialty dishes from eel. In many localities, eel is the main ingredient for famous dishes such as ingay and eel porridge, eel vermicelli, stir-fried eel with lemongrass and chili, etc. If tourism development is combined with ecological eel farming models, it will not only help increase income for farmers but also create a highlight to attract tourists. In terms of policy, the state needs to have programs to support brand development, certify clean products and promote links between farmers, processes and export enterprises. When there is synchronization in production, processing and consumption, eel fishing and farming will not only be a sustainable source of income for farmers but also become a high-value economic sector, contributing positively to the development of Vietnam's agriculture in addition to building brands and expanding markets. Training and improving techniques for eel farmers are also important factors for the sustainable development of this industry. Currently, many households still apply traditional methods and have not yet accessed advanced farming techniques. Leading to low productivity, high loss rates and high production costs. Therefore, organizing training courses and instructing eel farming techniques according to high-tech models, helping people grasp how to treat the water environment, prevent diseases and optimize food sources is extremely necessary. In addition, cooperative models or value chain linkages also need to be promoted. When eel farmers link together, they can be more proactive in purchasing quality fry, accessing food sources at good prices, and at the same time, it is easier to consume products. Businesses can also invest in these models, helping to build a closed supply chain from production to processing and export, ensuring stable output and bringing higher value. Finally, for the eel fishing and farming industry to develop in the long term, there needs to be close coordination between people, businesses and state management agencies, providing support policies on capital, technology, protecting natural resources, and encouraging initiatives on processing and consumption will help the eel farming industry develop more and more strongly. If these opportunities are well utilized, eel will not only be an important food source domestically but can also reach out to the international market, becoming a key product of the Vietnamese seafood industry. For the eel farming industry to develop stably and sustainably, an indispensable factor is the protection and restoration of freshwater ecosystems where eels live. Changes in the environment, such as water pollution, flow blockages or the invasion of alien species, can all have negative impacts on the development of eels in the wild and in farming models. Therefore, implementing measures to protect the environment and preserve natural ecosystems is very important. In addition, research on the ecology, behavior of eels and factors affecting their growth also needs to be promoted. Learning and applying new breeding methods, developing disease-resistant eel varieties that can withstand harsh environmental conditions will be the key to improving farming efficiency. At the same time, technologies such as the use of microorganisms in water treatment, minimizing pond pollution and optimizing industrial feed will help minimize negative impacts on the environment and improve production efficiency. Another important point is the construction of research and training facilities specializing in the eel industry, from which to develop long-term strategies for the eel farming industry, which can both maintain sustainable aquatic resources and create high economic value. When there is consensus and cooperation between sectors, authorities at all levels, businesses and farmers, eel farming will increasingly become a strong economic sector, contributing to improving the quality of life for people and developing Vietnam's agriculture in a modern and sustainable direction to continue to develop the eel farming industry sustainably. Raising public awareness and encouraging environmental protection activities is an important step. Aquaculture organizations and associations can play a major role in disseminating regulations, standards for environmental protection and water resource management, while promoting farmers to apply clean production methods and protect the ecosystem. In addition, combining the development of the eel farming industry with other agricultural activities such as planting and raising livestock according to the organic or circular agricultural model is also a new trend. In this model, wastewater from eel ponds can be reused to irrigate crops, creating a closed production system, minimizing pollution and increasing economic efficiency. This not only helps protect the environment but also benefits farmers as they can diversify their products and income. In addition, the connection between localities with strengths in eel farming and processing enterprises will promote the even development of the industry. Supportive policies from the government, such as tax incentives for deep processing enterprises and support for the export of eel processed products, will create great motivation for the comprehensive development of this industry. At that time, not only fresh eel products but also pre-processed products will have the opportunity to reach the international market. Finally, the development of sustainable eel farming also depends on the ability to adapt to changes in the market and the environment. If eel farming can be flexible in adjusting production strategies and accessing new technologies, it has the potential to become a high-value aquaculture industry. Bringing long-term benefits to the community, the environment and the economy, to achieve the goal of sustainable development for the eel farming industry. The participation of research agencies, environmental protection organizations and investors in improving farming technology is indispensable. High-tech solutions such as circulating water filtration systems, microbiological technology to treat waste from farming ponds, or the use of information technology in monitoring the farming environment will contribute to minimizing negative impacts on nature and optimizing productivity. Advances in technology not only help grow faster but also reduce costs, thereby creating higher profits for farmers. In addition to applying technology, developing standards and certifying clean products is also an important factor in helping the eel farming industry develop sustainably. Eel products certified as clean and safe will easily dominate the market, especially export markets requiring high quality such as Europe, Japan or Korea. This also builds trust among consumers and business partners, expands consumption opportunities and increases product value. In addition, policies to support research and development, R&D, in the field of eel breeds. Eel feed and disease prevention measures need to be focused on. Research and development of eel breeds that can grow quickly, are resistant to diseases and harsh environmental conditions will help increase productivity and minimize losses during the farming process. At the same time, developing a comprehensive quality management system from production, processing to consumption will be the key to ensuring a sustainable, safe and high-quality eel supply. Managers also need to build strict quality control and monitoring systems to protect consumers' interests and enhance the reputation of Vietnamese eel products in the international market. When all these factors are combined harmoniously, the eel farming industry will not only develop sustainably but also create a strong aquaculture industry, contributing to increasing farmers' income, protecting the environment and promoting the rural economy to continue to develop the eel farming industry sustainably. An indispensable factor is the development of a long-term and synchronous development strategy. Including the development of infrastructure, human resources, and the legal system related to this industry. Infrastructure such as water supply systems, wastewater treatment, and product storage warehouses need to be upgraded and improved to ensure the eel farming and processing process takes place effectively. At the same time, training and developing human resources in the eel farming industry is also an important factor. Not only do experts in eel farming techniques need to be available, but also experts in marketing, market research, and food processing are needed to help the industry increase added value and seek export opportunities. Training and education programs for farmers and eel farmers in rural areas need to be strongly implemented to help them access new knowledge, skills and technologies. On the other hand, to protect the interests of farmers and develop the industry sustainably, state management agencies need to develop and implement appropriate incentive policies to help the eel farming industry grow without harming the environment and the community. Granting export certificates, supporting the search for international markets. As well as providing preferential policies for eel processing enterprises will be the driving force for this industry to develop more strongly. In addition, implementing research and development programs for new products, such as prepackaged eel dishes or eel functional food products, will also open up many new consumption opportunities and increase the value of eel products. Eel processing enterprises can cooperate with research institutes and universities to create new products, thereby developing domestic and international markets, with close cooperation between the government, farmers, processing enterprises and research organizations. The eel farming industry can not only contribute to local economic development but also help improve people's lives and protect the environment, becoming a sustainable and valuable industry in the long term. In addition to long-term strategies, the development of the eel farming industry also needs to proactively respond to challenges and fluctuations in the market. The eel consumption market can change according to consumer trends, prices of input materials such as animal feed, breeds, or even factors such as epidemics and natural disasters. Therefore, to maintain stability and long-term development, the eel farming industry needs to develop contingency plans, have the ability to adapt flexibly and manage risks well. One of the potential directions is to promote the clean eel production model. Without using chemicals and antibiotics in the farming process, organic eel products, free of toxic substances, can attract a growing group of domestic and foreign consumers, especially demanding markets such as Europe and North America. To achieve this, farmers need to apply safe farming measures, protect animal health and ensure water quality. In addition to improving product quality, developing processed eel products can also bring significant added value. Processed dishes such as grilled eel, braised eel, stir-fried eel, or eel in soups and porridge will help diversify the consumption market and enrich the choices for consumers. In addition, processed products are easy to preserve and transport, which will facilitate export, especially in the context of globalization and the increasing trend of convenient consumption.